Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome one and all to this morning's Markets Now live trading session for the European pre-market open. Hope you're doing well out there today. So, first of all, looking at the EU50, we'll start from the top of the list, why not? Looking at the EU50 today, we've got a nice consistent series of lower highs and lower lows being formed. We have also got this point of liquidity running down here at the moment, don't we? We just scrunch the chart up a little bit. We are aiming for that kind of break close retest point down at around 63.50, and we have recently just had this lovely little break close and retest of that area of interest there as well. So I am thinking that this one is probably looking quite short. The break of structure for this one, I mean, you definitely could say that the low is point of structure, but we've got this really nice little intricate low, don't we, about there. So let's just fine tune that. Bring this one across the top here as well. We've got the low down there at 63.50, and we've just created ourselves a relatively nice little trading margin, which I think could certainly be a nice short. So short entry, target profit, and of course our stop loss for around a 1 to 2.5, which looks very nice indeed. Now there is going to be a split opportunity today. We don't necessarily need a break close and a retest at this point because it is not a major area of liquidity by any stretch. So we're going to bring that one up to the highs. That's going to be about there. And all we're doing here is actually looking for just a break of structure. Honestly, that's all I'd be looking at. So an entry, a target profit, and then the stop loss, which is about, say there, entry. Where are we going to have that stop? Yeah, so I wouldn't have the stop loss any higher than about there for a 1 to 1.95. That's the only thing. That's the only thing to consider. So as we can see here, we can fine tune this once we bring things in a little bit. So that's around a 1 to 2.42 as well. And the break structure for this one officially, just so everybody knows exactly what I'm looking at, that is there, the break structure. So the margin between the break structure point and the entry is pretty bloody tight. I'll probably increase that a bit to around a 1 to 2.15, and that would be the U50 setup for the morning. So let's take a picture of that one. Next up, we've got the DAX, and the DAX is very similar to the EU50. We've got a very nice floor at the moment for the break structure point, so we're not going to be confused about where to think about entries on that one. It's pretty clear, pretty straightforward, I would say. And the short is then going to be below this area. The big push back down to liquidity, the weekly market report trade idea. This one is, guys, pretty much stop loss above there at around 25.75 for a 1 to 2.64. Not too bad at all. The I'm just thinking now, have we got, we've got, yeah, about there, I would say, as well for a long target. But the market has to break under here first to get there. So we won't be able to do anything at this stage, at this point in time on the DAX. There won't be any long availability for it. But if the market does break underneath 25.69, for example, and then come back, then we would be able to take this trade as a break of structure point there with a long target at around 25.85. But there's nothing we can do at this point in time with regards to longs. And then finally, UK FTSE, still well within the range at the moment, still well within the motions. Unfortunately, not really at a level where I would deem it high value opportunity. We've got a breaker structure point about there. We also have the breaker structure point about here, and you'll be looking to take the opportunity between these areas. Yeah, so the market would ultimately need to come up to liquidity at the high, the premium, or it would need to come down to the discount before we took one of these trades. But nevertheless, the trading margin between these 2 points is very, very nice indeed. So that does look like a pretty decent trading asset, to be fair. It's just not there yet for us. We need to see a little bit of action first before jumping on. Now, in terms of energy markets and other things going on, we've got some pretty decent volume at the moment in natural gas, having a nice upward tick, waiting for that one to reach liquidity up at the highs there before we get the sell-off. UK Brent at the moment, unfortunately, is not doing well. It's 72.98, so that one's coming up. It has actually broken the breaker structure point. It's very close to stop loss, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We've got gold down here. So that was on its current trajectory. Obviously, we're looking at this low here being the point of call, the target, at around 40.40. That one's slowly making its way down there, but it is very slow. Silver's sold off minus 1.72%, and it is currently doing well towards its market report target. The only thing is, team, I doubt many of you have actually booked that into your trading portfolios. So what I would do is just take this opportunity very quickly and say that there is the breaker structure, and this here is obviously where the money is. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look for a fresh short between there and here. Download. There we go. Now, in terms of what's going on in the FX space, yeah, not too much to report at this moment in time. Could look to finish the run in the AC, to be fair, couldn't we? Get a breaker structure about there or something. Could look for a move. We're not quite there yet, though. I'll cover this one this afternoon in the US Open, so everybody can get a good idea of that one. But right now, yeah, it's not there for us. But yeah, we'll have a look at the FX space this afternoon, see if there's anything out there for us. But anyway, that's what I've got so far. So just to recount, we've got the EU 50, looking to split opportunities both sides of the market. We've got the DAX, looking at the short opportunity, potential for the long, but it's not there yet. And we have the UK FTSE, which is looking really good for both sides of the market opportunities. But again, we're trading in the middle of nowhere right now, so we do need to wait for that to take place. We do need to wait for that one to develop. In terms of the energy markets, nothing to report so far, but we do have the potential for one of our precious metal opportunities coming into play very soon as well. So do recommend looking into that one and getting it priced in. Okay, so I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. Take care. Have a great trading morning. Look forward to catching throughout the day, and I'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.